Hello everyone, this is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach and author. How are you? It's indeed a wonderful day today, and I would like to talk to you about what you need to prioritize and focus on. Do not keep the focus point of your life to own a house, to own a car, but keep the focus to live life every single day and give yourself wonderful experiences and memories. Very, very important. If you will ask me, Karthik, don't you own a house? Of course I own a house, but that does not come from my struggle and being bonded to the banks by paying them EMIs. I too own a luxury toy, but I don't, buy this from, taking the loans and again paying EMIs. I essentially do this all from my residual income. And there is a process in which you create certain assets for yourself which work for you, which empower you, which gives you the freedom of time. And a lot of people today are getting stuck by registering companies. They don't have the entrepreneurship skills in them, and they register the company. They are going ahead and taking so much of stress and struggle by paying the rental income, rental expenditure, then salaries. They're not able to maintain this. I'm seeing any number of entrepreneurs. Why is it that they're all doing this? Because they want to show off. They want to show off to the world that they're doing something. And today in the world, if development, the word called development means economic development. That's it. Nobody is talking about internal harmony. Nobody is talking about internal growth. Development, when you say I have grown in life, it absolutely does not mean that you have grown within yourself. It doesn't mean that you're experiencing more joy within yourself. Essentially, when someone says I have grown, what they're saying is I have increased my bank balance, I have got a promotion, I've taken a new house, I've taken a new car. It's all about status. So when you have such a false interpretation about well-being and growth, what essentially happens is you get caught up in this loop that the society has laid, which I call as the yes, the main yes. And yes means social, and T means trap, the social trap. So when you have a social trap which is established, you essentially need to understand that there is going to be no personal freedom that you will experience. And this is something which is happening to a lot of people. They're denying themselves personal freedom and trying to achieve all the other things which the society is expecting out of them. And somewhere they have just bent on their knees, accepting their defeat and failing to exercise the personal freedom that you have, failing to exercise your intelligence, failing to exercise the power of your thought. What is it that you truly desire? Every human being in the planet desires to have a wonderful experience of life. And a good experience of life essentially comes when you understand it is about a direct experience of your internal state in a pleasant manner. And for this, you don't have to do any activity. Let me tell you, that's a good news. You don't have to do any activity. You just have to suspend yourself of all activities and you're very, very pleasant, simple and straight. Second thing, now Karthik, you're talking absolutely nuts. We are living in a society. The moment you go out, you're driving a car. Is the car that you're driving, running on water? Even water today, you have to pay a lot of money. Everything has a price tag. Yes. I have never ever told that the society operates in a free fashioned manner. I have told you that every human being is essentially looking at a pleasant experience. And to experience pleasantness, you don't have to do anything. Please be very, very careful in understanding this, because this is the crux. If you get this crux, you get everything about life. 24 hours a day, you're not working, okay? 24 hours a day, you're not doing things that you don't like. There are always moments in your life where you're sitting idle, browsing, seeing WhatsApp messages, trying to reply to WhatsApp messages. Any message that comes to you, you want to reply back. Every time the phone beeps and Instagram notifications comes, you want to see, you are excited whether somebody has liked your post or not. If you are creating YouTube videos, you want to see the number of likes, number of views, number of comments, everything you want to know. Now these are called social distractions in life. You can avoid them. And instead what you can focus on is a wonderful, pleasant feeling. When you are absolutely decluttering yourself, what is a clean house? When you remove the clutter, the house becomes clean. In similar ways, when you remove the social clutter, the mind becomes clean. A clean mind is absolutely potential enough to give you a great experience of pleasantness. Understand this. Next, what you do is, in a pleasant state, you think, okay, for me to experience a vibrant life, a nice life, a comfortable life, what is the money that I need to earn? And the skill and the competence that I have, is it going to give me what I need from the world? Because everything here is associated with money. Now, for example, if I'm driving this luxury toy, BMW, I have not struggled to earn this. It's come in a way in which I have empowered myself. So people often give you an example of struggle. This is absolutely wrong. What you need to focus on is empowering yourself and creating a market value where your skill is able to give you the freedom of time that you desire. I repeat, your skill is able to give you the freedom of time that you desire. So, how you are going to position this, how the industry is going to reward this, is purely based upon your skill. For example, there are so many leadership coaches that are available in the market. But how many people would have actually traveled and spoken from over 35 plus countries like I do? Now, everybody is doing workshops and communication skills and other things. How many people especially are able to drive in these kinds of cars that I do? Everybody works from morning to evening, and any industry you take, how many people are going on a drive pleasantly in the morning like I do? How many? Now it may appear as a self boost to you, but this is not a self boost, because here's where I'm going to come into the third essential aspect, which is called as grace, which not any person speaks to you about. Yes, people tell you about struggling because they are not in grace. There is an intelligence which is beyond your capacity to understand through your logical frameworks of mind. And when you are simply in surrender, you begin to operate from that intelligence. And that intelligence gives you that great opportunity to it just brightens you up like anything. It just empowers you like anything. The people who come around you and for what they have paid you for get what they seek because of this intelligence. Anything that happens to anybody in their life is only happening because of grace. But the thing is, when they are not aware of it, they do not know how to make use of it. I again repeat, when they do not know how it is operating and they are not aware of it, they do not know how to make use of it. I'll give you one incident. I recently was talking to one of the top 10 angel investors, okay? And these top 10 angel investors, what they were doing, they were talking to me and they were communicating with me. They were communicating with me in such a way that absolutely everything is logical in their life. And I was telling them, hey, listen, you say so many things about logic. And I picked up a few incidences from their lives and made it very transparent in front of their eyes. And they were not able to give reasons as to why it was happening. To know and to understand is completely different thing altogether. I can repeat, to know and to understand is completely two different things in life. You need to understand this, very, very important. Unfortunately, people only tell us in home to go to temple. If you are in a certain religion, they'll say you to go to a mosque. If you are in another kind of a religion, they will tell you to go to a church. If you are in another kind of a religion, they are going to ask you to go to a gurudwara. everything. These are powerful spaces which are consecrated to absorb grace. These are not superstitious or things that are built in utter superstition. You think so many millions of mosques are created because people were superstitious about it? You think millions of temples are created because people are very superstition? They're filled in superstition and ignorance. You think churches are created because of ignorance? That's not true at all. So you need to understand one very, very important thing in life. It is not about superstitious beliefs that these, amazing consecrated spaces have been created. They have been created precisely because there is a certain level of intelligence associated with it, and the people in the ancient times knew the power and significance of grace. But unfortunately today it has just become a place where you are not just going and experiencing, and you are not going with a sense of surrender. People have not taught you the art of going to temples. You are going to temples by putting makeup. You are dressing up as if you are going to impress somebody. Hey, listen, come on. You need to be little aware and sensitive. You are going there to be receptive. When you are taking something, how should you be? How should your body language be? Just observe when you're going to a temple, or you're going to a mosque, or you're going to a church. How is your body language? Is that body language very, very important? Even in sales, even in technical skills, they say it's about the body language. In communication skills, they say 80% is body language. 80% is body language. 10 to 15% is the tonality in which you express, and 5% is the subject that you express. When you're going to and experiencing grace, 100% is body language, and body never lies. Body never lies. Let me tell you, body never lies. So don't go like a thug in the temple, okay? Like you see. Don't go with your tags that you are picked up from the society. These spaces doesn't give a damn about it. They don't give a damn about who you are. You may be a prime minister, president. You may be the director general of police. You may be a big CEO of an organization or a company. Leave all these tags aside when you go to these spaces, wherever you go. And then when you leave it, your body will naturally have a rhythm. I call that the rhythm of receptivity, RR. The R square, which is important of life, which is called rhythm of receptivity. Very important. Or you can say ROR. The rhythm of receptivity is extremely important. And hey, listen, what I'm sharing with you is very, very important in life. And if you are simply able to perceive this, you do not actually have to go through struggle ever in your life again. But the problem is, you do not value something as simple as grace. You want life to appear very complicatedly, because that's what is the neurological patterning which has been set deep into us. Right from a childhood, we observe our parents, we observe the society. Everybody almost struggles, including the billionaires over there. They say it's all about struggle from morning to evening. They are into assignments. I was into Europe. I was having a wonderful trip with the European countries, almost like 21 countries the last year. And I could see majority of the CEOs who are doing billions of dollars of they own billions of dollars of enterprises. What kind of a life they are actually leading. And a few people, definitely they have transformed their way of approach of life, which is extremely fantastic. So understand just this much, that grace is a very, very simple element, and you just have to be humble when you're going to temples. So when this humbleness comes into your life, everything becomes very, very effortless. Everything becomes like a smooth flow. And this is exactly what has to be taught in colleges, universities, schools, parents. Everybody needs to teach you this. Because when the skills that you have You are just blindly acquiring skills. People are all going to engineering colleges just like sheeps. For what? What have you engineered? What have you created in this world? Nothing. How have you made this world into a better place? Chaotic. Chaotic, absolutely chaotic. See, the kind of an impact that we are going to create on this planet, where the planet and the people and all the other species in the planet are going to remain absolutely vibrantly alive, is what I call as true engineering, true scientific developments. But that's not the case. Now, if you look at it, I engineer people's emotional states into creating pleasantness. At the very starting of the video, I told you the art of being pleasant. Absolutely declutter yourself from social conditioning and you're completely free. Absolutely free of all kinds of problems in the world. You are just, as if you are in your authentic house. Very, very important, isn't it? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been very, very wonderful communicating with you, interacting with you, and sharing my thoughts and observations with you. And hope this video has been very, very useful to you. Make use of this and live a wonderful life, away from all the noise, away from all the chaos, and gift yourself a fantastic life. This is Karthik Poovanam. I see you in another amazing video. Great day.